Now is Titan. We have S. Subramanian, CFO of Titan, now joining us. Mr. Subramanian, hi. Good morning. If you
Morning.
if you could tell us the impact this JV will have with Mont Blanc in terms of revenues, if you could give any kind of ballpark numbers to us.
No, I can't give you numbers. This is just a beginning of a JV which we had announced some time back. It's operationalized from yesterday. We started our first store, and we will obviously putting up more stores over this place. It's a 51-49 JV, if you are not aware. So we are the 49% partner in this. Obviously, the numbers here will be small to start with, so I don't see any impact on the financials. But for us, I think it's about the association with a maison like Mont Blanc, and also the opportunity to understand the luxury business better. I think that's where we are coming from. Therefore, the investment is in that perspective.
Okay, Mr. Subramanian, just hold that thought. Those are some source-based information that I picked up with regards to Sun Pharma, where it was already known that it is not going to be filed from Halol, and it is possibly an alternate site that Gleevec generic was filed from. It was something which was already known post Q2, but nonetheless, it is a reconfirmation which I'm picking up from the management. And the other important point being that Spark is not involved in the manufacturing of Gleevec generic. That stock had run up on anticipation of that news, but that stock is not impacted because of Gleevec generic, and this is source-based information that I'm picking up. But Mr. Subramanian, just coming back to this particular joint venture, how big is the capex involved with regards to this? Because like you mentioned, it is possibly at higher price points, considering it is the luxury market that you're possibly catering to. So what is the demand that you envisage and the capex that you will be putting in?
The capex is not very high because it's basically only for putting up the stores. The investment is more on the inventory as regards as compared to capex. So I don't think that's a major issue. Of course, in the initial years there will also be losses, so we need to fund for the losses and so on for a couple of years, so that till such time this venture becomes profitable, because we'll be rolling out, and the ramp up of revenues will take a little time. So I think therefore the investment is more in the nature of capex, working capital, and the initial couple of years loss or whatever. So that's the basic thing. Other than that, yeah, as I said, it's not going to make a very big dent in our numbers, but it's something that we believe is good for us in the long run.
Okay. Mr. Subramanian, we spoke to your CEO, Bhaskar Bhatt, of course, last month on festive sales, and he did say that there was quite a bit of pickup that Titan saw. Has that continued post the festive cheer, or have you seen a bit of a drawdown again? And if you could tell us like-to-like comparison from last year post the festive sales, has there been any kind of pickup?
The growth has been fairly decent. I think what Bhaskar mentioned about a month back, or maybe even a few weeks back, it's been fairly decent. It hasn't dropped off significantly, I should say. It's been quite okay. Well, I can't give you the numbers at this point, but I think it's been fairly decent.
So which segment is leading it?
No, it's jewelry. I'm talking about jewelry. Watches has been under some stress for sure, but jewelry has been fairly decent. Of course, South we got hit a little because of the Tamil Nadu issue. The last 1 month plus has been a little hit. Tamil Nadu has been hit very badly, but other than that, the rest of the country has been quite okay.
So how much would that impact your Q3 sales by? Or your
I don't know, but the growth I'm talking about is still decent after all that.
Okay, fair enough, Mr. Subramanian. We're going to leave it on that note. Thanks very much for joining in and talking to us. So that's a quick word from Titan, but let's